He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. These two teams all tied after one. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They go play action. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Well, hey, partner, in week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarder as time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions' former kicker, Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 68-yarder at the end of the first half. It came up short. And how about Jamal Agnew? A 109-yard return on the field goal miss. That tied an NFL record.
Yeah, tied a record set previously by Cordero Patterson and Antonio Cromartie. And let's face it, it can't be broken, right? You can't go any farther than 109 because 110 means you're over the end line. But Matt Prater, he held the NFL record at 64 yards before Tucker broke it in the ball game this week. And how about him trying that one? I mean, and then, of course, here comes the return because you got big guys on the field trying to block, and they can't tackle in the open field. And I'll just leave it with this. Justin Tucker missed a 65-yarder in warm-ups, but when the game was on the line, the adrenaline was there. Arguably the best kicker in football, even though he got a little help from the post, got it done. What a dramatic ending.
Mariota now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side at Snead. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he hits Drake. And some space here. Hard running at the 15. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Mariota. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 6. Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action now. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Well, with that incompletion, glancing down here at the Week 4 NFL schedule, a couple of games that I have circled, Charles. Arizona at the Rams, a couple of 3-0 teams. But Sunday night, never going to be short of drama in this one when you've got Tampa Bay and Tom Brady going to New England.
Yeah, Gronk going along with him, right? Where Tom goes, Gronk goes. But I'm really proud of you, partner, because you actually added a second game because, let's face it, the whole league is focused on the one that you mentioned on Sunday night. The whole world is focused on that one. That is going to be dramatic.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Forced out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The 33-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They go play action. Mariota. This goes out wide for Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Open space inside the 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Kenyon Drake. A 24-yard touchdown. Well, the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense a rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, Cousins. Quick slant here to Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal.
They'll run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Cousins to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Kwiatkowski picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, here's Cousins. Being chased out left. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Jonathan Abram picks it. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Cousins on first down. That is caught by Thielen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. On first and 10, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42. Vikings 28. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake, Mariota. It's complete to Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Mariota here to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because He saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw again on second down. Mariota steps away to his left. He completes it to Snead. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On third down, Drake. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. We go from Denver.
Come on now, let's go.
Singletary, a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rolling to his left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd down and goal. Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney from 3 yards out. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, then quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Extra point from McManus is good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now this time, Allen will throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Rumbling past the 30. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Got some real estate inside the 30. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And that'll bring up second down. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Micah Hyde. Taking it about the 16. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And down to the 20. 168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to the veteran Sanders for the Buffalo first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Singletary. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. A give, Singletary right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On the move to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 21.